From the Speedrun Hall of Fame studios in Lost Wages, Nevada, this is Jeopardy! Now entering the studio are today's contestants. JSR, Captain Caveman 910, Iggy is our third contestant, and now, here's the host of Jeopardy! LOZ Cards Fan 23.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I thank you very much, Taters. And welcome to Frame Show Night here at the Speedrun Hall of Fame. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and this is Jeopardy! Tonight, we have our three contestants, Captain Caveman 910, Iggy, and Chill Dragoon, who are going to battle it out to see who will advance to our Joker's Wild finale at the end of the show and to our quarterly tournament at the very end. And in fact, that is coming up really, really soon because this is the third of our first quarter of matchups here on Frame Show Night. So, Captain Caveman, Iggy, Chill Dragoon, I wish you the best of luck. And now it is time for the Jeopardy round. All right, we have one daily double hidden on the board, and here are the categories for the Jeopardy round. Quotable quotes, speedrunning terms, NES by the numbers, video game developers, fruits, and which came first. In that category, I will give you a list of 3 items. You tell me which of those 3 came first. Now, we did a drawing before the show started. Captain Caveman 910, you won the drawing, so you pick first. Make a selection.
All right, let's go with NES by the numbers for 500.
All right, the answer is the number of worlds that are in the USA version of Super Mario Bros. 2. Iggy.
What is 7?
That is correct, and you may select.
Just go back to the categories. Okay, NES by the numbers for 1,000.
All right, the answer is the maximum number of rounds a fight can last in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Iggy.
What is 3?
You are correct.
Which came first for 1,500?
All right, first time in that category. Link Faces of Evil, Link to the Past, Link's Awakening. Iggy again.
What is Link's Awakening?
No. Caveman.
What is Link to the Past?
That is correct, and you may select.
We'll do NES by the numbers for 15.
The number of rupees it costs to buy a blue ring in The Legend of Zelda. Caveman.
What is 250?
You are right.
We'll do by the numbers for 2,000.
The number of riddle books that are scattered throughout Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest. And there are 13 riddles throughout Castlevania 2. Still your board, Caveman.
Let's clear out the category for 2,500.
All right, last one in that one. The number of different official Jeopardy games that were released for the NES. Iggy.
What is 3?
No. Caveman?
What is 4?
Yes, that is correct. You have Jeopardy, Jeopardy 25th Anniversary,
Super Jeopardy
Junior
count?
Jeopardy, and Super Jeopardy. Yes, that does count.
Okay, I didn't think that one was official. Cool.
Yeah, it sure was. Yep. It was not made by Rare, but it is still an official game nonetheless. Caveman, select.
We'll do speedrunning terms for 5.
All right, first time in that category. When a runner performs a certain action or glitch that teleports them to an area of the game which was not originally intended, it is known as this kind of warp. Iggy.
What is wrong warp?
Right.
Speedrunning. Speedrunning terms for 2,000.
All right, for 2,000, the answer is performing an input, trick, or technique where the runner must do it at an exact, precise moment is known as this. Iggy.
What is frame perfect?
Right, and you are out of the hole.
Fruits 2,500.
Answer. Daily double. Now, Iggy, you don't have any money, but you can risk up to 2,500.
$0.
You cannot wager zero. On a daily double, the minimum wager is $5.
$5.
$5. All right. Not very confident in this category. All right. We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah.
All right. We'll find out. Here's the clue. Not counting transfer pack characters, this character in Mario Golf for the Nintendo 64 has the shortest normal drive at 208 yards.
Is it Pauline? What is Pauline?
No, a keyword is the category is fruit, and the fruit that we're looking for. Do you know it now?
Yeah, I feel bad.
Who is Plum? Plum is the golfer's name. We only lost $5, so you're at negative $5, and it's still your board. Iggy, select.
Which came first? 2,500.
All right, the answer is Sony PlayStation 4, Microsoft Xbox One, Nintendo Wii U. And the Wii U actually came first. That came in 2012. The other two came in 2013. Iggy, pick again.
Fruits, 1,500.
The answer is in Yoshi's Story, you begin the game by selecting one of 4 lucky fruits: watermelons, apples, bananas, or these. Iggy.
What are grapes?
Right.
The quotables, 1,500.
All right, first time in that category. You want stars? I'll give you stars. Dragoon.
Who is Jill Valentine?
Yes, that's correct. You're on the board.
Quotes for 500.
All right, the answer is do a barrel roll. Dragoon again.
Who is Peppy Hare?
You got it.
I'll go quotes for 1,000.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. Dragoon.
Who is Dracula?
You got it.
Speedrunning terms for 1,000.
All right, the answer is this tasty but frustrating moment can occur in a speedrun, usually in tight jumps, where a game's code lags or is poorly coded. That would be an eaten input or a dropped input. Or if you're a member of my community, I also would have accepted a yummy input. Dragoon. Go again, Dragoon.
Go with developers for 5.
All right, first time in that category. Bucky O'Hare. Dragoon.
Or what is Konami?
Yeah, that is the fastest response I think I've ever had. It came in 0.002 of a second. That is quite the reaction time there, Dragoon. Select again.
Developers for 1,000.
Adventure Island. Dragoon.
Who is... Oh, dagnabbit. Hudson.
Yes, that is correct. Hudson Soft. Go again.
Fruits for 500.
All right. In Miss Pac-Man, eating this fruit will net you a cool 5,000 points. Iggy.
What's a banana?
Right.
Fruits, 2,000.
The answer is in the 1982 arcade game Mr. Do, the title character must collect all of this fruit to proceed to the next level. Iggy.
What are cherries?
Right.
Just waiting for the category board. Speedrunning terms, 2,500.
The answer is the act of pressing a button and holding it so that the action a runner desires occurs on the first possible frame. Iggy?
What is a buffered input?
You got it.
1,500.
All right. The answer is, to close out the category, the art of leaving the intended gameplay area in a speedrun with the intent of saving time or skipping events. Iggy again.
What is going out of bounds?
Right you are. New category.
Quotables, 2,500.
The answer is Squadala, we're off. And that would be Guanum from the Link Faces of Evil, that CDI Zelda game. Iggy, pick again.
Which came first? 1000.
All right, the answer is Nintendo Entertainment System, Atari 5200, Sega Master System. That was the Atari 5200 that came first. Go again, Iggy.
2000.
Order of War for PC, Gears of War for PC, God of War for PlayStation 2. When I wrote that clue, I was very specific about the version because there is a 2018 version of God of War, but God of War here, the PS2 version, would have been the correct response. Iggy, go again.
1000 fruits.
All right, to close out that category. In Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3, this fruit is one of only 2 foods found in the game that will recover your energy. Dragoon.
What are apples?
Good. Select.
Which came first for 5?
All right, to close out that category. Super Mario Bros. 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Mortal Kombat 3. Caveman.
What is Super Mario Brothers 3?
Yes. Select.
Let's close out quotable quotes.
All right, for 2000, the answer is You Spoony Bard. Dragoon.
Who is Tella the Sage?
You are correct.
1500.
All right, we are down to video game developers. For 1500, the answer is Persona 4 Golden. Dragoon.
Who is Atlas?
Right.
I'll just go up to 2000.
Superman 64. Dragoon again.
Who is Titus?
Yes, and now the last clue for 2500. Among Us. We've played the game a lot, but never bothered to pay attention to the developer that comes up. Who is Inner Sloth? That would have been the correct response. Great round, everybody. Let's take a look at the scores. We have Chill Dragoon currently in the lead with $11,000. Iggy is currently in second with $7,995. And Captain Caveman not that far behind with $6,000. So let's get to know our players a little bit here as Captain Caveman 910. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Captain Caveman 910. I'm currently tied for 464th place on the Super Mario Brothers 1 leaderboard.
All right, that is fantastic. It's great to have you here on Frame Show Night, and good luck to you in Double Jeopardy. Iggy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm kind of a rando runner. I run lots of different hard versions of things. Recently just got done actually doing a first-time play of Earthbound. Was checking out the randomizer for that, really cool tool. And I'm actually Iggy Dota on Twitch, DOTA. We don't really play Dota anymore. It's mostly just I don't know. I'm really into the randos, Llama Lana, Link to the Past, all that fun stuff. Pretty good. But there you go.
Yeah, that is fantastic. I do a lot of randomizers myself. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Iggy. And Chill Dragoon, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yep. I just play a lot of random stuff. I tend to like pretty much anything, so nothing really to dislike. Aside from that, I just spend time looking up like hex values and ROMs and stuff.
Very fascinating. Well, good luck to you, and you are currently in the lead here in our game of Jeopardy. But now, contestants, we are going to go into Double Jeopardy, where we double the dollar values and put 2 daily doubles on the board. So let's go ahead and fill that board up. All right, and here are the categories for Double Jeopardy. Put it in H. With H in quotation marks, we know what that means.
What does it mean?
It means that all of the responses start with the letter H.
Sorry.
Stunt video games, 1989, potpourri, games done quick history, and product placement. Now, Captain Caveman, you are in third place going into this round, so you will pick first. Make a selection.
Let's do product placement for 1,000.
All right, the answer is in the NES game Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, many signs throughout the game feature this pie brand's famous roof logo. Caveman.
What is Pizza Hut?
Correct.
Let's do product placement for 2.
The answer is Sneak King and Big Bumpin' for the Xbox series of consoles were created as tie-ins to this fast food chain. Dragoon.
Burger King.
You are correct. Make a selection.
3,000 for product.
All right, continuing the category. On its title screen, this soft drink company proudly presents Spot, the video game. Caveman.
What is 7-Up?
Right you are.
Product placement for 4.
The answer is the Super Nintendo version of Super Off-Road prominently features this automobile brand. The pre-race music was inspired by its current ad campaign's jingle. Iggy.
What is Toyota?
You are correct. Very good. Select.
What category was that for? 5,000.
All right. To close out the category. In the arcade version of Cruisin' USA, a billboard for this Kellogg cereal shows up right before the first turn in Golden Gate Park. I gotta have my Pops. Correct response, what is Corn Pops? Tough one there. Iggy, new category.
1989, 4,000.
1,000 or 4,000?
4,000.
4,000. The answer is released for the Sega Genesis in September of 1989, this sequel to Ghosts and Goblins was named Electronic Gaming Monthly's Game of the Year. Caveman.
What is Ghouls and Ghosts?
You are correct.
All right, we'll do 1989 for 1,000.
All right. That, by the way, that correct response puts you in the lead, Caveman. For 1,000, the answer is Ryu Hayabusa's journeys to America in order to avenge his father's apparent death in this NES game released on March 13th, 1989. Dragoon.
What is Ninja Gaiden?
Correct.
89 for 2.
The answer is despite not being released until July 31st, this handheld gaming console still managed to be the second best-selling gaming system in the United States in 1989. Caveman.
What is the Game Boy?
Right.
89 for 3.
The answer is with 1.51 million copies sold worldwide, speedrunners dread the stage known as Purple Hell in this Capcom game released on June 2nd, 1989. Caveman.
What is Mega Man 2?
Good.
89 for 5.
To close out that category. This TurboGrafx 16 launch title, released on August 29th, 1989, stars Gauguin, a barbarian whose mission is to rescue his girl Flair from the clutches of Jagu. Dragoon.
What is Legendary Axe?
Good for you for $5,000, and you are tied for the lead with Caveman. New category.
Potpourri for 1,000.
The answer is Mario, Luigi, and Princess Toadstool travel to this archipelago in Super Mario World, but Bowser spoils their vacation plans. Caveman.
What is Dinosaur Island?
Correct.
Potpourri for 2.
Answer. Daily Double. We have a very good game here between you, Iggy, and Chill Dragoon. Caveman, you are currently $1,000 ahead of Chill Dragoon. You can risk as much of your $20,000 as you would like.
Let's do 10K.
$10,000, a big wager here in Potpourri. Here is the clue. Musician David Wise had to create new music for the family edition of this game show game for the NES when they lost the rights to Merv Griffin's Changing Keys.
What is Wheel of Fortune?
You are correct for $10,000, Caveman. Way to go. You're up to $30,000. Well done. Sound like an educated guess there, Caveman, but you pulled it off. Pick again.
I pulled it out of somewhere. All right, we'll do Potpourri for 3,000.
All right, the answer is she sells musical instruments in Donkey Kong 64. Iggy.
Who is Candy Kong?
You are correct, and it's your selection now.
Stunts 5,000.
All right, the first time in that category, the answer is published by Walt Disney Computer Software for MS-DOS in 1992, this flight simulation game allows you to create movie scenes while performing stunts on an airplane. This one really stumped mea culpa when I did rehearsals. Correct response, what is Stunt Island? Tough one there. Iggy, still your board.
Put it in an H, 4,000.
$4,000. The answer is programmed by James Andreessen in 1982, this Atari 2600 game gives the player 9 lives to escape a spooky mansion while avoiding bats, tarantulas, and ghosts. Caveman.
What is Haunted House?
Good for you, and you may select.
We'll do put in an H for 5.
All right, answer. The other daily double. All right, Caveman, you are at $34,000. You lead Dragoon by $15,000. How much would you like to wager?
I'm just going to keep it at 5,000.
All right, for $5,000, the answer is in the NES version of Gunsmoke, the game takes place in 1849, where the Wingates attack this town.
I have no idea.
Correct response, what is Hicksville? Hicksville is the town in that game. Only cost you $5,000. You're still in the lead with $29,000. No more daily doubles left, and it's still your board.
We'll put in an H for 3.
The answer is she is the princess of Lorule in The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. And that princess of Lorule is Hilda. Caveman.
We'll put in an H for 2.
The answer is Gordon Freeman is the main protagonist of this video game franchise developed by Valve. Dragoon.
What is Half-Life?
Correct.
H for 1.
All right, to close out that category. What the hell? This 2020 game, published by Supergiant Games, won the DICE Overall Game of the Year, but lost to The Last of Us Part 2 in the Game Awards. Dragoon.
What is Hades?
You are correct, and new category.
Potpourri for 4.
All right, the answer is Otacon's real name in the Metal Gear Solid series. And who is Dr. Hal Emmerich? Dragoon, pick again.
Potpourri for 5.
All right, to close out that category. The currency in Fortnite are called V-Bucks, with the V standing for this. Dragoon.
Gonna guess victory?
No.
Or what is victory?
No, sorry. Caveman or Iggy? It's only easy if you know them. If you're not familiar with it, I wouldn't have got that either. Correct response, what is Vindertech? That is what the V stands for in V-Bucks. Tough one there. Dragoon, new category.
Stunt for 1,000.
All right, the answer is events in Electronic Arts' first internally developed game include the Downhill Jam, Pool Joust, and Freestyle Ramp. Dragoon.
What is Skate or Die?
Right.
Stunt for 2.
If you don't know the answer to the questions in this game show game, you might take the physical challenge with stunts such as pie in your pants and spaghetti shoot. Iggy.
What is double there?
Good.
3,000.
Events in this 1987 Epix game include the BMX, surfing, halfpipe, and flying disc. Iggy.
What is California Games?
That's it.
4,000.
All right, to close out that category. This prehistoric game released for the NES, DOS, and Commodore 64 has zany Stone Age events such as the Dino Vault, Saber Race, and Mate Toss. Caveman.
What is Caveman Games?
Absolutely, or Caveman Olympics. Very good. Appropriate that you would get that one correct. We're down to one category, Caveman. Which dollar amount?
Let's do 1,000.
All right, the answer is Sinister 1 was the first to beat this NES game blindfolded at AGDQ 2014. Caveman.
What is Punch Out?
More specific?
What is Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
That is correct.
We'll do 2,000.
All right, the answer is at SGDQ 2022, TGH and Glan had an epic close race in the Switch version of this Zelda game. Dragoon.
What is Breath of the Wild?
No. Caveman or Iggy? Caveman.
What is Twilight Princess?
No. Iggy doesn't want to try it.
No, pass.
This is actually a remake, believe it or not. So it was actually Link's Awakening. That was the correct response for that one. Caveman?
We'll do 3.
Kirk Q ran this NES quote-unquote Christmas movie-based game at AGDQ 2013 and attempted to teach others in attendance to run it as well. Dragoon.
What is Die Hard?
Absolutely, hence the quote-unquote Christmas, because a lot of people will debate if that's a Christmas movie or not. Dragoon, you make a selection.
4,000.
This Castlevania Symphony of the Night runner ran the game at SGDQ 2016 blindfolded. Correct response, who is Rom Scout, who has also been a participant of the Zeldathon team as well. And the last clue for $5,000 in Games Done Quick history. This speedrunner was the first to ever grace the big stage at a GDQ, running Mega Man for the NES. He's probably more famous for being a Mario and Excite Bike runner. That would be Andrew G. That was the correct response. Boy, oh boy, we've got ourselves quite a game here because this is not a runaway. Chill Dragoon currently in third place with $19,000. Iggy currently in second place with $19,995. And Captain Caveman 910 currently in the lead with $32,000. Very, very good, everybody. You guys all have done very, very well. But now it is time for Final Jeopardy. And our Final Jeopardy category is Dice Games of the Year. Think about a wager and make it right now. Once everybody's wagers are in there, I will lock them in place and then reveal the clue. While you're doing that, I just want to remind everybody that coming up next is going to be Press Your Luck here at Frame Show Night at the Speedrun Hall of Fame. All right. Everybody's wagers are in place. All right, here we go. Once again, Final Jeopardy category is Dice Games of the Year. Contestants, in a moment, I will read you the clue, and then you will have 30 seconds to come up with the correct response. Make sure that your response is in the form of a question. Remember, there is no submit button that'll allow you to make changes if you want to. The 30 seconds will go, and then once the time is up, I lock in your responses at that point. So if anybody had any questions about why there's no submission button, that's the reason why. All right, good luck. Again, category is Dice Games of the Year, and here is your... I'm sorry, what?
I don't know what DICE is.
DICE is a acronym, and I'll tell you what that means in just a moment. DICE DICE stands for Design, Innovative, Communicate, and Entertain. That's what it stands for. And this is, by the way, going to be the 26th annual awards coming up in February. So, good question, though. All right. Again, category is Dice Games of the Year, and here is the clue. On February 22nd, 2018, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild became the first Nintendo-published game to win the DICE overall Game of the Year since this game 19 years earlier. 30 seconds, contestants. Good luck. All right, contestants, time is up. Let us see how you all did. This is a very, very competitive game. We're going to start with you, Chill Dragoon. You were in third place coming in with $19,000. Let's see what you put down as your response. Mario Party 3. Well, you did not phrase it in the form of the question. I can tell you right now that is also incorrect. I said make sure to put it in the form of the question, but it didn't matter because that is an incorrect response. What is your wager? Only $5. Very interesting. So that takes you down to $18,995. That could prove to be a smart wager. We'll find out. Next, we're going to go to Iggy, who was in second place with $19,995. Let's see what Iggy put down as his response. What is Zelda Ocarina of Time? Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was released in November of 1998. And yes, indeed, that is the correct response. Let us see how much you are going to add. Hello, everything Iggy had. That takes him up to $39,990 and the lead. Man, amazing how that can turn around, folks. Now we go to Captain Caveman 910, who was in the lead with $32,000. Did he come up with the Ocarina of Time? He did indeed, and if he wagered at least $7,991, he will be the Jeopardy champion and will move on to the Joker's Wild at the end of the show here on Frame Show Night. Let's see what his wager was. $8,000. The margin of victory is $10. Captain Caveman 910, you are tonight's Jeopardy champion on Frame Show Night, and you are moving on to the Joker's Wild finale. Congratulations. Fantastic game, everybody.